welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ace Racing League Formula 3 Championship. My name is Sam Halafi, and today we have the Ace Racing League Formula 3 Silverstone Grand Prix. Today, the Tier 2 drivers will battle for the first race of the season. We'll have 15-minute practice and a qualifying session and a 28-lap race. All drivers will have to pit, and this time the setups are open. The Silverstone track was opened back in 1948, and the track has a total of 18 turns and a length of 5.9 kilometers. It is also known as one of the fastest tracks out there, even though having 18 turns. It is based on an old airport, which is, even during race days, used as an airport itself. But you'll see cars flying over there at the speed of sound. Drivers are currently practicing, so let's go over to the gameplay. Here we are. Following Imran Sheikh, the man who I've done a few commentating videos for. And as you can see, the driver, Imran Sheikh, is in the team of Imrax, which is a team he has accomplished with a mate of his. And here he goes for a quick lap. As the time starts now, onto the main straight, on an out lap, and here we go. He's already heading for turn 1. Quickly going into turn 2, which just opens up into a chicane. Very quickly goes through the first sector. I think he'll have to adapt to his tyres, since it is very difficult itself to get around this track. I'm getting a phone call, and I'll tell my mate Bobo that I'll call him back later. On to the we can go full on flat out. That guy does Sebastian Vettel and just slips out of the way. He'll go for the old pit straight, and as he goes through the right-hander. There, almost flat out through there. You can hear that engine screams of spit of flames as he shifts down. What an unbelievable driver. He is into Maggots and Beckett's, as you can hear that engine and almost not brake, and he's overcooked it, and he's off. Imran Sheikh is off, and he goes back onto the run-on area. That is a shame. It was looking like a great lap, but sadly it wasn't the way of the Brit. Yeah, he's British. I know he's called Imran Sheikh, but he's British. Or Indian. I don't know. Here we are with Hessel Verheyen, the man, the myth, the legend, with a surprisingly close livery to the Scuderia Toro Rosso. Well, it's Toro Rosso Honda, is it, right now? I don't know. Anyway, here he goes for his outlap, and he is on for an outlap. I thought he was going to go for a hot lap, and he overcooks it into turn 1, but sadly there is a car over there who has the BMW Williams livery, which is very surprising. Well, it's close to it. I do like it, because Williams BMW was the underdog back in 2003 or 4, I guess. DRS open for maximum attack into those corners. Hard on the brakes as the car wiggles about everywhere. We have to inform that we've got a new mod for a map this year. So the Silverstone track will be more vivid. It will be more detailed. And he's off! He's done a Sebastian Vettel and he spun! And he's off out of the track. He'll respawn into the pits as usual. Imran Sheikh goes out. Brandon Kruger is in the Williams BMW livery F3 car. Sadly, it doesn't sound like a Williams BMW, but that'll be solved quickly as he goes as fast as one. My screen is stuck on an image, and there it is back again. I hope you don't have these moments at home, but let's just give it a shot. Into the right-hander as he goes, as he closes up his DRS, and a spit of flame comes out of there. There's still no official lap time. Ooh, he goes over the curbs. I think that'll affect his lap time. Harrison Miller, a newcomer to Ace Racing League, and a surprisingly lovely Ace livery for his car. I can't fathom what that is. It looks like an inverted Marussia. But anyway, here he goes into the right-hander of... I have no idea what turn that is. I think it's the one. And there is a... What's it called again? I forgot his name. I've totally no idea who that is. But anyway, let's just find out in a minute. I just heard that was Hasselverheyen, and Hasselverheyen has spun. I think there is a problem with the cars. I'll just ask, is it possible that these drivers are open to do their own setup, race control? Right, so this year what we've done differently is we used to only have a stock setup for all the cars, so the drivers will have a bigger challenge on their hands, but it will be optimized to every track. But this year the drivers are open and free to do their own setups. So it could be an advantage for some drivers who are able to do their own setup. We saw a driver over there going off the track, but happily there was no incident or crashing over there, so he just re-entered the circuit itself. Just listen to that engine. It's a 3.4 meter V6. My car has a 1.6. Listen to that. My car only has a 1.6 litre engine 4-cylinder, and even that is less reliable than those engines. Well, of course it is. It's a Peugeot. Betsy. Harrison Miller going as quickly as he can into the DRS zone. Oh, as well, I would like to add that all the tracks right now have a DRS detection zone. So the drivers aren't free anymore to open the DRS whenever they feel like it. There's a car behind it with a very different and unique livery. It's Pico Sit. Sounds like a bloody Pokemon, but he's got a Volkswagen AMD livery. Ooh, he's got a tank slapper, but he saves it. He's gone into the runoff area, but he saves it and then comes back to the track. That was beautifully done. I think we have a Kimi Räikkönen on our hands. And he spun. I hope he does a Tokyo Drift. He even has 69 written on his car. But sadly, he doesn't just do a Tokyo Drift and come back onto the track. Oh my god, he's got 69. Nick Barnsdale. Here we have the Canadian driver, who's currently on holiday somewhere. I have no idea. I remember it was Finland or something. Anyway, Nick Barnsdale. Very lovely bloke. I've even spoke to him. He is a Sunday driver and also a racing jockey. But he has a love for racing, as you can see here, because he joined Ace Racing League and he is performing quite well. See those brake discs glowing everywhere. He does like to go on those curbs. Ooh, a bit of a tank slapper, but he saves it. Into the right-hander before we go onto a hot lap. And it is Nick Barnsdale who is only 2 seconds off the 2.5 seconds off the pace, but I think, and I hope he can improve on that, because he is just hurtling that car through everywhere. Hard on those brakes into the left-hander. Just how beautiful you'll just caress that car through the entire circuit. Into the right-hander he comes. Into the old pit straight. Very quickly right. You can just see him trying to hurdle over those curbs. I keep forgetting those bloody word, curbs. Into Maggots and Beckett as he comes. Very difficult to get right here, but also very easy to get wrong. Will Nick Barnsdale be eaten by Maggots and Beckett into the long straight before entering turn 7 into Stowe? Comes quick chicane left, then a quick right. Here comes the car. I think that's Hassel Verheyen again. And he goes second fastest, ladies and gentlemen. I knew Nick Barnsdale could improve his lap time, and he bloody did. Unknown. Like the Pokemon? Got some weird names for people around here. See that Union flag just in the background, just waving as proud as ever. Ooh, bit of a lockup of Unknown, as we can see here. And he almost manages to keep on to the pace. As he goes flat out over there. Is he going to improve his lap time? Ooh, he goes second fastest. He knocks Nick Barnsdale into P3. What a twist. And it is time for practice to be over. And I have no idea who P6 is, but he's 7.5 seconds off the pace. That driver will have to improve his lap time as quick as possible, otherwise you will have a lot of problem in qualifying. As we go over into qualifying in a few seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to qualifying at Ace Racing League at the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. Here we can see our lovely Ruben Martinez in a brand new car, full with Ace Racing League livery. You can see him weaving left to right with just trying to get that temperature into those tires. He's on for an out lap, and as well we can see all the drivers trying to do their absolute best and try as many different setups as possible so that everyone can have a shot at the absolute best at qualifying. I think this year our previous champion Vladislav Michelenko had the upper hand, I think, because he could adapt to the chassis. But I hope with this open chassis rule that everyone can edit their own chassis, that the drivers will be more equal so that everyone can have their own advantage. Because the chassis is also very personal. You will have to realize that when a chassis is optimized for one person, let's for instance take Michael Schumacher. No, better. A perfect example is Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen likes a bit of an oversteery car, and Lewis Hamilton likes a bit of an understeery car. So I think that would be the upper hand for both drivers. Well, certainly here. As I would like to point out that Ruben Martinez has the funniest rear wing ever, because it says "Bye Bye Bro" on his DRS wing, with a bit of a I don't know what to say. I'm just baffled. Why do you have "Bye Bye Bro" on your wing? See that? He opens up a DRS, and the moment he gets on the end of the straight, it goes down and it says "Bye Bye Bro." What do you do if you get overtaken? You'll be so full of shame. So what's it going to be? This is only the first lap of the Silverstone qualifying. Excuse me, I had to yawn over there. It is getting quite late at where I am. And I don't want to go for a coffee, otherwise I'm going to sleep for another 12 hours. No, I'm just kidding. I just can't bear the sight of coffee after 6 o'clock. And it goes off! Ruben Martinez goes off onto the runoff area behind the curbs. Unless someone did remember that. But he goes into the right-hander. You can see his Instagram on his halo. And Lodewijk Bergkamp puts down a 1:47.9. And Robert Martinez is only 1.7 seconds behind Lodewijk Bergkamp. Into the right-hander. Oh, that appears to be another driver, and not Lodewijk Bergkamp. That's Pekel something. I don't know. We'll have to look over there. But there is a quickest driver at the moment, which is a Rick. Here we are into Hasselverheyen, who probably had a lot of trouble with this chassis. And here he comes into his left-hander onto an outlap. It is quite lonely doing your own commentating. I miss Noah. I actually went to Switzerland to meet with Noah Schneider, the ex-driver and also a commentator. Well, your Paul di Resta, if you would say. I actually went to Silverstone this summer, Switzerland this summer, to meet with Noah, actually. I was in the neighborhood of Zurich. Noah was only like half an hour drive of Zurich, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go over there with my mate. And we went there, and Noah never showed up. So, Noah, where are you? I was on the way to Italy when Noah actually texted me, would you like to meet up tomorrow? And this is not a joke. This has actually happened. I went over to Frauenfeld where he lives, and he did not show up. Dickhead. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love you. Or do I? Here we have Hasfrey coming up to the last sector of Silverstone. As it goes quickly into the right hand. A Formula 1 car could do this corner with DRS open. Or at least they did last year. I don't know if they did this year as well. Into Mackes and Beckes he goes. And at the exit of Chapel, he has a bit of a tongue slapper, but he catches it into Chapel, which is a long straight, after which it is a DRS open straight as well. Hard on those brakes, and you can see a spit of flame as he goes into the right-hander of Stowe, which then comes to a little kink of turn 8 into the chicane of turn 9 and 10. And he's off. He's off. What happened? I was looking at the track layout and not the screen. Ricky Dimo. I think we should need a new rule where everyone just uses their original names. And Ricky Dimo doesn't realize that he can just respawn on the track and not respawn into the pits by just pressing a button and not just drive into the pits. Joshua Lundhane, someone with a normal name, with a Ferrari layout on his car. We can see cars going 3 wide into Stowe. What the hell is that? This isn't racing, ladies and gentlemen. That is over 7 minutes. And he goes off. He locks up and he comes into a spin. He's also wearing a pink outfit, which is Sport Pacer. Force India, like. Nobody calls it Sport Pacer. Everyone calls it Force India. Cooper 8123. Why did he 8123? It's not delicious. Okay, I'll quit. Cooper comes into the right-hander after a blistering start of the lap. He has a weird-looking chassis. And he goes off a few times. I think there is a problem with his alignment of the camber on his wheels, as well as the suspension geometry. Picoset coming in now onto the left-hander as he goes. This is where Sebastian Vettel overtook Valtteri Bottas, who then went on to win the race in 2018. I was literally jumping up and down on my chair. Oh, he has a small oversteer moment, but he catches it. What a beautiful driver. This has to be a beautiful start of the season. I can't find my normal glasses, so I'll just use my sporting glasses. Pico Sit coming along now. Only 1.7 seconds slower on his previous lap. I think he will improve this time. Oh my word, someone just went third fastest. Picoset is apparently a Dutch driver, as I can see a Dutch flag on his car. Or it is Luxembourg. And by that I actually quite like Luxembourg. I went through Luxembourg as well. People are very nice over there. And here he goes. Apparently he was into the pits, but that was an out loud, obviously. Here he comes into the first few corners as he comes along. He slowed down a lot over there. I think we'll see him stop at any minute now and see him respawn into the pits. The first sector was a 28.968. Picasso does it in a 32.336. 3 seconds off the pace. That is not good. What does he have written on his car? Right by the side barges, it says something. Peacock's Gaming Beauty. Kevin Schraders. And he goes off into the runoff area right before he goes into Maggots and Baggots. I think he just went into Maggots. No, there he is. There's another car with the similar livery onto there. I do have to admit he did do Maggots and Baggots beautifully as he comes into Chapel. A long straight. Before hard on the brakes into Stowe. And he goes off! I think that's a brake failure. Yes, Picasso has gone off. Oh my word, that was a hard crash. I think he missed his braking point or his racing pedal at home broke off, just like Max Verstappen did on Lando Norris's Twitch stream. Ricky Demo. And he just gone faster than anyone else. Oh, his car did a little jumping over there, but that was quickly through there. Into the final few corners, into the left-hander at turn 9, into the chicane. Red hot glowing brake disc. He makes the car just turn without even turning the steering wheel, it looks like it. Over the line in a few seconds. Is he going to go for pole position? Yes, he does, and he defends his pole position. That was beautifully done. I think we have another Vladislav champion over here. Or a Stein Prince. Ruben Martinez in P3 at the moment. Here he comes into Maggots and Baggots turn. Into the left, back into the right as he brakes. Formula 3 car going through there is just so exciting. Hard on the power, open DRS, goes for it, brakes very hard into the right-hander. He's only 1.5 seconds off the pace, but can he grab P2? Here it comes. Yes, he goes on to P2, ladies and gentlemen. That was beautifully done. Only 0.8 of a second off the pace. He's done it. He's going to start at P2. Beautifully done lap. Beautifully done setup. I think we're going to see a beautiful battle between Ricky Demo and Ruben Martinez. if you are watching right now, I would suggest you to click our subscribe button and click on the thumbs up button as well. And to obviously hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time we do a race. And as well, hear me commentate about stupid stuff like a Formula 3 car. I'm like, who cares about that? It's all about the Formula 1, baby. I would like to ask the audience right now in the comments below to ask, write down who you think is going to win the race. Is it Rick, Ma, Crew, Bar, Peck, Unk, Mill, Joss, or Co? I wish we had full names written over there. Or I had a list with everyone's name in here. With their real names. Everyone's entering the pits at the moment. And it goes into the pit lane. As everyone prepares for the race. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ace Racing League Silverstone Grand Prix. We have 35 seconds left before the lights go out, and all these drivers try to go for the win. Ricky Demo on pole position, right next to him on the second position is Ruben Martinez, and on third position, someone I have no idea how to pronounce that name again because I obviously forgot it. We have race teams this time in Ace Racing League, so you can see two cars with a similar livery. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights. And it's go, go, go! Ricky Demo leads into the race, but you can see Ruben Martinez on the right-hander try to go as quickly as possible, but Ricky Demo defends beautifully. As Ruben Martinez trying to go through the outside of him, but he can't do that. You can see the drivers try to do absolutely their best, but they make contact and there is a spin! Ruben Martinez drove into the back of Ricky Demo. Oh, and there is a major mayhem everywhere. Damage to all the cars. I think we'll see a virtual safety car coming along any minute now. Brandon Kruger is in P1 at the moment. In a horrific accident he took full advantage of and went into the lead. What a twist of the entire Silverstone Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be amazing as drama. Otherwise, for the drivers, it was absolutely terrible, but this is amazing to look at. Drivers are still racing. I think there is no need for a safety car since everyone is in the same pace. But oh my god, Ruben Martinez is almost off the pace I think we have to ask race control if there's a safety car coming along. I've just received that there's a virtual safety car coming along at the minute. Explaining what the safety car is when an accident happens and all the cars have to slow down for the rest of the field to catch up. It's not like a real safety car in Formula 1, but yeah, we don't actually have a safety car. Apparently, I've just received that there's no virtual safety car. There is a car in the middle of the track, just standing over there. Oh, and it's our race control leader, Cemal. Shout out to Cemal for doing this every time and controlling the entire viewing of every race. And Brandon Kruger, oh my god, and I think I just saw someone going off the track over there. Or it was the huge lag of my screen. Just ignore what it says over there. Penalty controls are locked for a few seconds because that is just for the race controller, as you can spectate all over the cars at the moment. If we could see some information of the other drivers with their full names. Verheyen at the moment in P3. Only 0.8 of a second off the pace unknown in P4. Ricky Dimo in P5 already. Amazing. Right behind him is Imran Sheikh, who's trying to do his absolute best to stay close to him. Ruben Martinez, who was in a beautiful P2, who could attack Ricky Dimo, was lost. But over to Imran Sheikh, who has a battle on his hands with the Rimax team trying to fight off the other team as well. Harrison Miller in his oddly designed livery car, chasing down on the driver in front of him. I think we should go over to Imran Sheikh because he's just overtaken another driver. And here he comes. Harrison Miller overtakes into the right-hander at Stowe. And Nick Barnstable goes for the fastest lap of the race at the moment. But I think after a while, after the fuel is consumed in those petrol tanks, we can see that there is possibly chance of an even faster lap. But Ricky Dimo right now goes for a 1:48.1, the fastest lap at the moment. I do have to apologise that my screen just goes black and white all the time, but it's just because of my internet or the race control's internet. Please forgive me. Brandon Kruger at the moment leading, very lovely, but behind him is a driver hunting him down who's only 1.4 seconds off the pace, and there is a driver who has spun. I've no idea who it was, but I think it's Verheyen. It is Verheyen who has spun again. He's done a Sebastian Vettel again. What is going on with Verheyen? He was so consistent last year, but this year keeps on making mistakes like an amateur. I do hope he is okay at home and not smashing his computer into Magnus and Beckett's Brandon Kruger trying to protect his entire lead, but he is getting closer and closer to the driver behind him. We can go over to the driver behind him. It is Nick Barnstable, ladies and gentlemen, the Canadian driver, hunting down Brandon Kruger, who is in front of him. We are only getting closer and closer. It's quite funny. You can see the camera panning over a guy who's recording the Silverstone Grand Prix, but obviously they're not because we're looking through other cameras. Here they come onto the fast main straight. I really need a coffee. Into the right-hander at turn 1. Ricky Dimo goes for the fastest lap again. Almost knocks 3/4 of a second off at the previous time. But Nick Barnstable and Brandon Kruger are only getting closer and closer. I think we should go over to Ricky Dimo because only half a second in front of Verheyen. Is it going to be an overtake through the DRS zone? He's got to get it closer to him. Is he going to defend through position? No! And he is through. Ricky Demo goes into the front and goes into P4 as he overtakes Hasselverheyen. I think we're going to see a battle where Ricky Demo tries to defend his position and retake that win. I think it's funny, he's just overtaken someone called Hassel and he's got Hassel written on his car. Oh, that's got to be so dreary in your feelings. You can see that car just trying its absolute best when it tries to go through a corner. And Hasselverheyen and Brendan Cougar trying to do that absolute best to stay close to each. Ooh, a bit of bumpiness for Nick Barnsdale. But it still is okay since he's trying to get as closer and closer to Brandon Kruger, who's in front. He goes over the curbs a bit, but it is not that terrible. Oh my word, Nick Barnsdale is already a second off his pace. But here we can see Ricky Dima going for the fastest lap, but there's no name. I can't see a name, but it's Picos. It's Picos again. And he's trying to go for the outside, but no, he's going to go for the inside. Is it going to be a Sebastian Vettel in 2018? No! He defends his position. He's only 0.3 of a second behind him, and he's going to go for the inside. Is he going to go for it? No, he's still following in on a slipstream. Into Marcus and Beckett they go. Right now, into the right hand, he breaks it. Bit of a lock-up, but he does it. Picos goes ahead into P7. Beautifully done by Picos. Absolutely brilliantly. But it is not over yet. I think the driver behind him is still going to go for the outside, for the overtake. It's Harrison Miller. Why did I not remember that name? Oh, and I think Picos did a mistake. Harrison Miller is all over him. He's going to take advantage of it. They are close to a DRS zone, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to go flat out his straight. Right in the slipstream. They're only half a second apart. There is a very long right-hander after this straight. Is he going to go for it? Obviously not, but he's going to go. Right now, as we go into Magnus and Beckett, this is when things can get very, very close. Goes into the left-hander, goes into the right-hander, again into Magnus, then Beckett, then Chapel. Is he gonna make it? No, but he still is clinging on to Picos as Harrison Miller tries to move outside of his slipstream, which is a odd feeling, but he is in the DRS zone and he's going to go hard on the brakes into the long right-hander Chapel, and they are very close to each other as the Picos and Miller go through the chicane before the end of the lap. Flat out they go as soon as on the power they can. And I think Picos is just leaving him behind. He is already more than 1.25 seconds ahead. But Nick Barnsdale is trying to hunt down Brandon Cougar at the moment. And it's Ricky Demos already in P3. Oh my god! This is going to be very, very close. He's already in the slipstream of the Nick Barnsdale, who's in front. Is it going to take away the podium spot? Yes, he is! Is he going to go for the outside? Who's going to break later? Yes, it is Ricky Demo who goes ahead of Nick Barnsdale, who's just been overtaken by Unknown. Why is his name Unknown? This really gives an anticlimactic feeling. As they go into the Maggots and Backets, the long, twisty S-curves of Silverstone. What a train ride they have onto the long straight. Brandon Kruger has a lot on his hands if he wants to defend of the rest of the field, but he's going to do his absolute best. Nick Barnsdale in P4 trying to go back at Unknown, who's only 0.3 of a second in front of him. This is absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go. Ooh, Unknown goes off into the curbs, but Nick Barnsdale still has amazing car control. Ooh, he's very close to him. Is he going to go for the overtake onto the main straight in the PRS and the slipstream? What's it going to be? no! But he is also getting very close and close. They're all giving slower lap times every lap. That's because they're all in a battle. Ooh, a lockup of Nick Barnsdale, who is of Unknown, who is in front of him. He's going to take full advantage of that, obviously. Oh, I wish I could see Nick go for an overtake at the moment now. Here they have the DRS opened. Spit off lane of the engine as they go both into the left-hander. Ricky Demo already in P2, trying to get as close as possible to Brandon Kruger, who's in front. And he's already 0.6 of a second close to him. Let's go over to that right now. Here we have Ricky Demo, who's only 0.4 of a second off the time. I just seen 420 blaze it. In they come into Maggots and Beckett. Is this going to be a drive to survive of Ricky Demo, as he's going to take the podium spot of P1 away from Brandon Kruger? Or is he going to defend like a legend and keep that P1 away from Ricky Demo? We do have on our hands probably a future Ace Racing League champion. But never speak too soon. He could cock up any minute now like a Sebastian Vettel. Into the right hander they go after completing a lap of the track. He's only half a second behind him. Is he going to close to him? I don't see any closing in the times, but he is in a slipstream. 0.3 of a second. Ooh, the braking time of Ricky Demo is much better than Brandon Kruger. I think he's under so much pressure trying to stay away of Ricky Demo that he just keeps on forgetting what he has to do. Here we go. This is going to be for the win. He's in the slipstream. He's going to go for the overtake on the DRS end. The DRS end is almost over. They're going into the left hand. Who's going to brake later? It is Ricky Demo, who retakes P1. And he's probably going to go on to win the race as Brandon Kruger locks up and goes back to P2. But here we have Nick Barnsdale, who's only 0.4 of a second behind of Unknown. Is he going to retake that podium spot away from Unknown? Is it going to happen at this point of time? They're both going into the right-hander, who has the precisive move. Both of them overcook it, but it is going to be Nick Barnsdale who goes ahead of Unknown into Maggots and Beckett. Oh, they're side by side, but Nicholas Barnsdale was the more intelligent one, who's going to back away from that and redo it another time, because that would have ended in a horrific accident. Let's go over to Brandon Kruger, who's still not done giving up his position. Oh my word, this is going to be so exciting, because he still has a opportunity on his hands to retake that P1 away from Ricky Demo, who has fought so long in qualifying to retake that win. Is it going to happen right now? He's in the slipstream. Is it going to close up some time right now on Ricky Demo? Both into the right-hander. Very quick chicane coming up now. Slow chicane, excuse me. Who's going to have the better line? Is it going to be Ricky Demo, or is it going to be Brandon Kruger? He's in a slipstream. He is in the DRS zone. Is he going to close up any second now? Is it going to be Brandon Kruger or Ricky Demo? It is Ricky Demo ahead of Brandon Kruger. Both of them on full lock into the corners. A wider line from Brandon Kruger, which is weird to see. I've got to stop yawning. Right now into the fast right-hander before they go into Maggots and Beckett. That is a beautiful line done right on the edge from Brandon Kruger and Ricky Demo as well. Here they are, left, right again. Maggots, Beckett. 014. Chapel. Oh wait, it is. Chapel's long straight. Here he is into his DRS zone. He's going to activate it. He's going to get close to him. He's only 7/10 of a second behind him. Ooh, this is going to be close. Only half a second away of victory is Brandon Kruger. Just realize that. Oh my word, he had the better exit. He's coming very close to him. He's got to go for the overtake any second now. He's just trying to push Ricky Demo into a mistake. And he goes off! Ricky Demo has gone off. He made a mistake. And it is Brandon Kruger who retakes the lead of the Ace Racing League Silverstone Grand Prix. But Ricky Demo is only 0.3 of a second behind him, and he is in his DRS zone. But this is going to be Brandon Kruger or Ricky Demo who's going to take the win. Who's going to be the one with the nerves of steel and keep that position? Oh my god, he's got a bit wide over there. And Ricky Demo takes full advantage of that. As he goes into a slipstream, he's right next to him. He's trying to get the fence from the inside. But I think it's going to happen. Yes! Yes! No! It's not! They still have to go into backers and backers. Ooh, they both go wide. I think the tyres are done. We have to remember, all drivers still have to go for a pit stop during this race. If they haven't done a pit stop, they will be disqualified. And oh my god, they come so close to each other. I can notice that Ricky Demo has the better lines through the corners. But Kruger still has that amazing straight line speed, but it's gone! He activates his DRS, and it is Ricky Demo who's leading the race again! Unbelievable! Still they are side by side, trying to work out who's going to win this race. Brandon Kruger, the man who had it all, is again, excuse me, I was watching my phone. I am so sorry. Did I just miss one of the most amazing overtakes ever? I think I did. And I just heard from Race Control that they are very angry at me. My mum sent me a text. I will just turn off my phone at this moment. And they are still very close to each other. This is going to be very exciting again. With Unknown and Ricky Demo, who's going to get overtaken probably by Unknown. He is in a slipstream. Is it going to happen any second now? Oh my word, I'm just trembling at this moment. Into the left hand they go. Oh my word! Look at the speed Unknown is doing through that corner. Ricky Demo has a lot of problems on his hands. I think people are very angry for missing that. So sorry. Unknown has the better line. Is he going to overtake Ricky Demo into Marcus and Beckett? We've never seen a car being overtaken over here, but it is. No, still not. He's only half a second behind him, but this is the DRS zone. Probably going to make up some time around here. Is it Unknown? He's coming close, about a second. He's already a 10 second quicker than him. 2/10, and they go into the right-hander, but it is Ricky Demo who has the better line. He's only 0.4 of a second behind him. He still has to stay in the slipstream. Come on, into the slipstream. Ooh, a lock-up from Ricky Demo. Oh my word. Hard on the power they go as they go full throttle over the line. Demo trying to do is obviously his absolute best to stay away from Unknown, who's right behind him. Oh my word, he's got to go through the outside. But it is still Brandon Kruger who took the win. Oh my word, is it going to happen again? There is a DRS zone after this bit. It's got to be Unknown. He's still in the slipstream. He's only half a second behind him. He's going to get closer by the second right now. DRS zone is almost over. You have to do it. Come on, Unknown. Come on. Oh, very close he goes, but he goes a bit wide and he loses a lot of time by that. Excuse me for that, but we still have 16 laps of this race left, so anything could happen in this. Grand Prix. 7/10 of a second behind. Here we can see an overhead shot of the drivers as they go into Chapel. DRS zone open. Unknown closing up. 8/10. 7/10. 6/10. Into the right hander. 5/10. Very close indeed. Come on, I know you can do this. Ooh, they almost hit each other. He almost on the brakes himself. But I think that was a lunge just to create some time and to create some stress on Ricky Demo. Quickly through the right hander they go. We do have a battle on our hands. I think Unknown playing his strategy during co-cars. Just wait until the driver makes a mistake under pressure. 6/10, 5/10, 4/10 of a second is close to him. 3/10 he is, but of course in the corners it's going to be obviously a bit quicker than that. As the gap opens up again to 6/10. Unknown, you're gonna have to do a lot more than that to overtake Ricky Demo. There they come. Who's gonna have the better line? Only 3/10 of a second behind Ricky Demo. I think this is gonna be it. No, he overcooks it. This is gonna be it. He's in his DRS and he's only half a second behind him. 6/10, 5/10. Come on, give me those 4/10. There they are. Unknown is closing by the 10th of a second every lap. If he's gonna keep this up, he's gonna overtake him in about 4 laps. And it is Ricky Demo who's going into the pits. Ricky Demo decides to go into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. He's probably gonna go for the undercut. Brandon Cougar still leading the race beautifully. I think he'll have to do a quick lap of the circuit if he still wants to stay ahead of the other driver. Is race control taking a note of everyone who has pitted? Would like to know. We have just noticed that race control is not taking notation of who's taking pits. Perhaps that should be something we would do in the future. By someone else who's watching it. I know we're way too lazy. We do have a slight situation here. Unknown is closing up onto Brandon Kruger, and I just noticed that they are teammates. This is going to be interesting. Teammates have to work together, but obviously both of them want to win. We can see Unknown braking hard into the right-hander before the last chicane. And it is Unknown and Kruger into the pits. Oh my word. And that means that Nick Barnsdale is closing up. But is he also going to go... Nick Barnsdale is going to go into the pits. And he locks up before he gets a penalty for going too quick into the pits. Ricky Demo back in P4. It's going to be very close with the pit stops. My screen just went dark, but it's back. Why does this happen? It is Kruger in the lead. But it is only divided by 1 second. But Ricky Dimo obviously has the fresher tires. He's gonna get close. He's only 0.8 of a second behind Kruger. Probably Ricky Dimo with the fresher tires. And Kruger. This is going to result battles. Delicious. Still, here we go, Ricky. As they go into the... Oh, somebody's gone off. Probably his tire's not warm yet. Both into the right of Maggots and Beckett's after their exit into Chapel. Now, hard on the power. DRS opens. Who is going to be? Who is it going to be who's going to exit that corner? Is it going to be Ricky or is it going to be Kruger? No, it's going to be Kruger, sadly, but I think we can see a difference any second now. Into this chicane we go, left and right. Who has the better line out of the exit? Kruger, Dimo is only half a second behind Kruger. Power onto it. He's in his slipstream, he's in his DRS zone. He's opened it. Is it gonna happen? Both into the left-hander. Dima has the better line, I suppose. Kruger's gone wide. Is he gonna go through the inside? No! But he's still in the slipstream. He's only 1/10 of a second behind him. He's gonna go faster. Come on, you can do this. This is gonna be amazing. Only 1/10 of a second. Is he gonna go under brake him? No, both of them going into the Maggots and Beckett's complex right now. He's only half a second behind him. Oh my word, that was close. It felt like Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in Monaco again. Right. Kruger obviously had the way better line in Maggots and Beckett's as he is closing, opening up the gap to almost a second right now. Apparently, Kruger has the advantage in the quicker corners, and Dimo has the advantage in the slower corners, as we can see here. But don't forget that Unknown is right behind him, Dimo with only half a second. Which is 7/10 of a second right now. If you can see an overhead view of the drivers rather than a onboard. If we could see an overhead view rather than an onboard. Thank you very much. Here we can see Ricky Dimo trying his absolute best with his DRS. And I just pointed out that Dimo has the setup quicker through the slower corners, but Kruger has the advantage in the faster corners. Look at those cars just going absolutely flying through there. Rather than focusing on, what if we focus on Unknown so the camera catches all three of them when they exit a corner? Is it going to be right now? He's only half a second behind him. He's going to go for the overtake. He has to go for the overtake. This is his shot. Ooh, 0.3 of a second behind him. And it's going to be close. Ooh, he wanted to, but no. But don't forget, Unknown is right behind Demo, who's only as far away as possible. Here is it gonna be? Is it gonna happen right now? He's in a slipstream. He's closing up by the second. Come on, you can do this. Overhead view, it would be lovely right now. Ooh, they're almost touching each other at this point. What a beautiful racing happening right now. He's in a slipstream. Is it going to be? Come on. He's going to go for the overtake. But it is Kruger who's weaving, destroying his advantage with the overtake. Ooh, and they almost make contact. Ooh, that was beautifully saved by Demo. And he's going to go for the overtake. Almost. Right now, they're almost touching each other. Come on. Stay with him. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for all of you. But I want to see something happen right now. Here they go. Onto the right-hander. Is it going to be Demo? Or is it going to be Kruger or Unknown? Into Silverstone. Into Marcus and Beckett we go again. Oh my word, this is exciting. Here's it gonna happen. He's only 4 tenths of a second behind him. He has to open up his DRS. He has to go for the advantage right now. He's gonna take him. Is he gonna go for it? 2 tenths of a second behind him. No! He still doesn't make it. Oh my word. Is he gonna go for the inside of the chicane? No, still doesn't do that. Oh my word. If we could return to the overhead view, even if there's an overtake happening, so we can see all of the action at the moment. Is he gonna go for the overtake? No, he still doesn't do it. Oh my word. But Unknown is only 4 tenths of a second behind him as well. It's gonna be a lockup for Kruger. Is this gonna be it? Kruger still defending as with this entire side, and it goes off! Kruger's gone off! He overcooked it. It is Kruger who's gone off. He's back into 3rd position. No! But that means that Ricky Demo is in the lead and Unknown is hunting Demo for the lead again. There's still something happening. And Kruger is pushed back 1.5 seconds behind Unknown. The hopes of seeing a race win in the debut race are gone. But Demo doesn't have it that easy. He still has to defend off Unknown. Who could know that he suddenly in a straight swap seats with Michael Schumacher probably? Or Lando Norris? Or Kimi Räikkönen? I think we should leave him alone anyway. Hard on the power he goes with only 8 tenths ahead of his teammate. Behind of his teammate. No, wait, no, that's not a teammate. Excuse me. It's Kruger who is his teammate. Both of them go on to the runoff areas. But who has the better line? Who has the better chassis? Who has the advantage? Ooh, a lockup of Demo. And Unknown is all over him. Both of them going on full power into the DRS zone. If we could see an overhead view of this battle happening. Only half a second between them. You could see this brake disc just glowing every time he just comes to a corner. Kruger, what have you done? Kruger, Brandon Kruger, had possibly the win of his life and made a mistake and has just went off. Only half a second between Demo and Unknown. After a horrendous start of this race, Demo defended his position and went all the way from P8 back to P1. Look at that. It's Kruger creeping along onto Unknown. This is going to be very interesting. Because these guys are teammates. And I just explained teammates have to work together and not find each other. But both of them want to go for the win. And I see as well that Hasseltijn in P7 is going to try to go for an overtake on Martinez. But the gap opened up to a second again. But here they go. It is Kruger who is coming along closer to Unknown. And it is only down to less than half a second between them. Who's it going to be for the overtake? Ooh, here they come into Maggots and Beckett's. Both of them taking the exact same line. But who has the better chassis? Who has the better car control? Who has the better line? It's gonna probably be Kruger as he exits quicker through that. And he is only half a second behind him. He's gonna open his DRS, he's probably gonna defend that position. But there is going to be only one car out of that corner. No, you're defending, you're going out too early. What are you doing, Kruger? Oh my word. Oh, he's only 0.2 of a second behind him. No, don't go too early, son. There's a car up ahead who's about to get lapped. All these cars should receive blue flags to let the quicker cars through. Ooh, and they come very close as well. I think that's Unknown getting distracted by the drivers ahead. And it goes along into P2. Oh my word. Unknown defends beautifully and stays ahead, but it's probably gonna be Kruger who's gonna go into P2. He's done it. Kruger's gone into P2 again, and he's very close to Ricky Demo, who is right ahead of him. Still only half a second. That, I don't know what happened to that back mark, but he just went right onto the grass. Was that was that on purpose or? Never mind, here we are back onto the battle between Kruger and Ricky Demo. Oh my word, this was supposed to be Demo's race, but Kruger's the underdog who fought through and is going to take away that position. Oh my word. It's almost overdone it right there. And we can see that a driver, Harrison Miller, was disconnected from the server. Harrison Miller has left the race. Only half a second between them. Come on, Kruger, just stay a bit longer in this slipstream. You're gonna do it. Come on, son. Ooh, very close indeed. Both of them into the slipstream in the right-hander. Is he gonna be closer than that? Is he gonna go for the overtake now? No! He wanted to, but he couldn't. Oh, that was close. That would have been a horrendous crash. But he's still in his slipstream. Come on, son. He's still going to do it. Quickly into the right-hander they go. Only 0.4 of a second between them. There's a back marker over there. He respectively keeps the position away. And he made contact! He's made contact with the back marker. That should receive a penalty. When being lapped, you should always leave enough space for the car behind you to go faster. Either that was contact or he made a mistake. It felt like contact. Anyway, he's coming along now. Very close to the right-hander. If we could see some overhead view of the two drivers. Right there. Quickly in the right hand they go. They just blips to the right, they do. As they enter the famous Maggots and Baggots. But who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be to take the win today? Into the long DRS straight of Chapel. Come on, son. You still got it. Just stay a tad long in that DRS and it's gonna go for the overtake! Yes! Kruger's gone into the lead of the Silverstone Grand Prix. He's done it, but Kruger is still right next to Demo, who's right next to him, and he's gonna go for the overtake again. No! Oh, and he locks up and he goes over the sausage curve. They're next to each other. There's only 0.0 seconds between them. But it is Kruger who takes the lead of the Silverstone Grand Prix. Demo right behind him, trying to defend his position. But it is all gone to Kruger. But who knows? We only still have 4 laps remaining. Unknown right behind Demo. And he's gonna probably fight him off. My screen has just gone dark on this moment. Could you believe it? And they're still there. Still behind him. Both have the DRS. But one has the better slipstream. He's gonna go for the overtake. No! Too early. Moved away too early, but he's done it. Unknown moves into the second place. This is the first time we've seen a team in the lead, and it's probably going to be the first 1-2 of Ace Racing League. Of a team, that is. But they still have to go along. Are they going to respect team orders, or are they going to fight for the win again? Don't forget, Demo's right behind him. Who's got the better line? Oh, my word. That is enough. That's enough for you. They still want to go for the win. Very quickly they go into the right-hander, but don't forget Demo's right behind Unknown as well. He's only 1/10 of a second behind him. Is he going to go for the inside? No, but he's right behind him. Let's go over to Demo again. He is in a slipstream. Hard into the right-hander they go. Ooh, and Unknown locks up. But don't forget there is a DRS zone right here, and he's trying to stay as close as possible to Unknown as well. Here it is, and open does the DRS. Both of the cars have the DRS right now, but one of them has a slight advantage. But oh my word, look, would you look at that? Unknown was pulling away under the DRS. This looks like Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, even though the Mercedes had the DRS and the slipstream. The Ferrari was much faster. Oh, I forgot to open up the DRS. But he's very close. He's in the slipstream. Both of them do not have the DRS. There's a quick corner coming along. Here they are coming into Maggots and Baggots again. I've just received a text from my best friend saying, "You better react to this bloody text, or I will kill you." Well, I just explained to him that I'm commentating for probably the best opening race of the season because Ricky Demo just almost went for the overtake over there. He's still in the slipstream. Come on. If you're going to go for it, do it right now. Stay in the slipstream. He's right behind him. He's going to get close to the second, and he is only 1/10 of a second behind him. Come on. Into the right-hander they go. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna go for the inside. He's so close in his DRS system, and he's done it. Ricky Timo has went ahead of Unknown and has broken the 1-2 and still is hunting down Kruger. Only 2 laps remaining of the Silverstone Grand Prix. Unknown only 0.8 of a second behind of the other driver. This is going to be very exciting. Here's it going to happen. He's only 1 second behind. He's in his DRS zone. He's going to move closer by the second right now. Is he going to go for the overtake right now? Way too far. Does it say Parmalat on that car? It also says Santal on that car. No idea what that team is called. Anyway, here we have the exit of the final chicane as they go over the finish line. Neither of them make a quicker lap. Neither of them makes an improvement. The gap is opening up. I think they're going to stop trying right now. I think it's going to end. I think those tires are done being brutally abused over a 28 lap fury. If we could go over to Brandon Kruger, who is comfortably in the lead of the race, being followed by Ricky Demo, still only 0.9 of a second behind him. Beautiful overhead shot right there. Hasselverheyen over there, about to be overtaken. I hope he doesn't do anything stupid and does Sebastian Vettel and crash into the leader. Look. Does the adult thing, important thing, move over and let the leaders away. Go through. Why am I losing my English? I knew how to take a glass of water with me. God damn it. Don't forget, Demo's still not done attacking. I think Demo is not done attacking, ladies and gentlemen. Unknown appears to be. He's accepted the fact that he still wants, that he's gonna end up P3. He's fine with that podium spot. But I don't think Demo's done attacking. He's already half a second behind him, ladies and gentlemen. He's still in the slipstream. He's probably gonna go. He just went for the fastest lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Demo's still not done. And we are in the final lap of the race. Here. Oh my word. I am so heartbroken. This is probably gonna be a heartbreaking moment for Kruger, because Demo is in a slipstream. He has the DRS. He's gonna go for some move any second now. I think he's still realizing that this is his final shot to take the the debut race of the season. They are only half a second between each other. They are on board. We are on board right now into the right-hander. Here we go. Who's going to take the better line? Both of them do it beautifully. Who's going to take the bigger ball through Maggots and Baggots? Shifting into fifth. I think it's going to be Demo. He's only 1/2 a second behind him. Come on, son. Stay in the slipstream. Open up your DRS. Don't you dare forget to press that button. We can see some overhead footage right now. He's only 1/10 of a second behind him. Oh, he really wants to take the win away from Kruger. They are side by side. This is going to be a photo finish. If we can see some overhead finish right now. Come on. He's going to do it. And they still make it. But look at that. This was the closest finish ever. Ricky Demo has the fastest lap, but Kruger wins the race. An unknown in P3. Nick Barnsdale is going to finish in 4th. Imran Sheikh in 5th. Ruben Martinez in 6th. Hesse Verheyen in 7th. Peck in 8th. And Co in 9th. I am out of breath. Barnsdale happy in 4th position as always. This was the closest ever finish in Ace Racing League history. You could see Brandon Kruger over there celebrating that he has done his absolute best defending from Demo. But Ricky Demo has done it. He's done his absolute best. And he really wanted to go for it in the end. You could see his celebrations right there. Imran Sheikh. And we'll be right back with you.
Yes.
Unknown. Oh my word. How do you feel? You accepted that you would finish in P3, but you bloody hung on.
Yeah, it was. I gotta give it to my teammate Azur. Like, we did a lot of talking. We kind of coordinated. We kind of stopped Rick from taking first place. So that's what matters, to be honest.
You took a 1 and 3.
Yeah. It was tough. I honestly owe it to my teammate. So without him, I couldn't get the toe. So yeah.
You have no idea how much I was screaming during the stream.
Yeah, that's so much.
You will rewatch this and realize in the end how close that ending was. He was only 1/10 of a second behind your teammate.
Yeah, I know. I'm one of them. I'll show you.
You're going to rewatch this and you're bloody gonna love it. Well, congratulations on your podium spot. I wish you the best of luck in these series. And I hope that the championship probably goes to one of these 3 drivers because that was brilliant.
Thank you. Oh, fuck.
You're tired.
Brandon, it was okay to refuel. Don't
Hello,
worry about
sir. So, Nick Barnsdale, how do you feel?
Oh, I
very
didn't even know I
close.
was getting interviewed.
You were very close to probably taking the podium spot, but something happened. You overcooked it somewhere.
Yeah, I was within the top 3, and then Kruger, I was in P2, and then Kruger came back on the track, and that slowed me down. And then the other guys overtook me, and I just let one go into Maggots and Beckett, so we didn't crash. And then I made a few little mistakes, and I lost touch. And then a bit later in the race, I made some big mistakes, but it didn't really matter at that point.
Do you think you could probably compensate for this in the future of Ace Racing League?
Oh, absolutely. I'm really proud to have finished 4th here, and you know, if I don't make those mistakes, or if something else goes my way, like someone else has an incident, I think absolutely I could get a top 3, and I'm.
Well, I hope the absolute best for you. You did an amazing race. You hung on in there. I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, Samad.
Have a good day, Nick. Brandon Kruger, the man, the myth. Oh my God, what did you deliver upon us today?
It was quite tough, I must admit. That Ricky driver, he was amazing. And it was a very nice battle from, I think it was lap 5, lap 8 onwards. where he, Ricky, and Unknown just kept with me the whole time. It was a nice battle.
I have to say, if you rewatch this stream,
Yeah.
you would seriously hear me screaming almost at the end of the stream of the race. I was so impressed of the entire battle. You were being overtaken. Dima was being overtaken by Unknown as well. Then Unknown was suddenly like, "All right, I'm gonna give up. This is cool. This is fine. This is for the team." And then Demo still tried to go so close to you. I have never seen such a close finish in my life.
Now, I knew he was on the inside, so I had to leave him some space. I wanted to make it nice and clean.
So you
Yeah,
didn't want to make contact.
No, not at all.
Right. Do you have anything to add? Something to say?
Well, I definitely wouldn't have won this race without my teammate. When I made the mistake and fell down to third, he kept within Demo's DRS range the whole time. So he was getting the toe, and I was playing catch up the whole time. And without my teammate, that would have been possible at all. So it's definitely,
That's so sweet.
yeah, definitely
Oh, this is so sweet.
all he's doing.
Well, I love seeing this teammate support between everyone right now. That was amazing. I wish you the best of luck in this series, and I hope that this championship goes to one of these three drivers. Well, as well as everyone, but I would love to see a battle between you three all the time. Good luck.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Have a good day.
You too. Cheers.
Cheers. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can finally breathe again. That is that. Thank you for watching Ace Racing League. This debut race was so amazing that I still can't realize that it happened. I am so impressed that it happened. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you press the subscribe button and you hit the bell icon as well, so you can see this kind of racing all the time. Have a good day, and we'll see you back next time.